Hey guys, so I wrote a story for one of my classes and it's a fun one, so I thought I'd share it with you all. It dates back to 6th grade and I hope you enjoy what I put together here. I stood on the start line and my heart pounded. It was my first race ever and I was nervous, but in my head I was also brashly confident. I was the fastest kid there. When 6th grade started and I signed up for cross country, my dad's words, "It's just running in the woods," made it sound real easy. And it was going to be real easy. I pushed past my teammates to the front of the box since I wouldn't want to get stuck behind them once the gun went off. And then I listened to the announcer. The start commands confused me briefly, but when the gun went pop, I knew to run. And pushing towards the front of the mob, which stampeded and trampled the ground until vibrations thundered under the feet of the spectators. I had never seen this many people move before, and while still in awe with the scene in front of me, I panicked to realize I was losing ground. I sped up my pace, dragging myself behind the crowd, and I even began to pass people as the runners strung out. I ran, shoulders bent, hunched, and my arms trailed behind me as if I forgot they were there. However, these signs of my inexperience were broadcast to everyone but myself. I knew I was fast, and I was the fastest kid there. I took a brief respite before catching back up and continuing. I knew I was probably about halfway done anyway, but the breaks continued. They got longer and became more frequent, and my feet and legs became heavy. The group of teammates who I'd been running close to were nowhere in sight, and the number of runners around me became fewer and fewer. Evermore, my pace was reduced to a walk, lacking both drive and ability. As I walked, I passed by spectators who were cheering for me, and I made conversation. I loped along when I could. I passed a kid who then passed me, and then I never saw him again. And after taking a million more achy steps, I wound my way through the woods, down to the big open field where the race had started, and where my new destination became the finish line. I dragged myself along, but as I got closer, I saw one of my teammates up in the distance, right ahead of me. So, with a burst of speed that even the fastest kid there didn't know was possible, my legs let loose, driving and guiding me across the finish line. I closed the gap between me and my teammate, but he beat me by 0.5 seconds. I slowed to a stop, slumped down, and crawled back to the team tent. I placed 107th out of 124. I was not the fastest kid there. That's an awesome story. I love to tell it just to showcase how far I've come since I started running. And it's really fun just to make it entertaining. Like I said earlier, it was assigned in my English class as an essay prompt. And originally it was written in just 6 sentences. I expanded on it and made a video just to emphasize some of the cool stuff that you get to do in the school setting that's truly just underappreciated. So many people fail to realize the creativity that can be put into school assignments and that you often produce work and learn skills that you're proud of and can use in other places like I'm using today. My goal in making this is to inspire you to get the most out of your education, whatever stage or level it is, and just have fun with the circumstances you're in. Don't spend the time you're putting into school or whatever not doing something cool and meaningful to yourself. Thanks for watching.